Hey guys, Destined Spellfire X Quad Strike here. We're back with another Halloween story. But before I tell the title, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of my new intro of starting my video of reading a scary story? Hey guys, hey guys, Destined Spellfire. How would you like that? Do you want me to stick with the old one or go with the new one? But anyways, yeah, just right. We're back with another Halloween story for you. This time we have Tap Tap Tap. It's a scary Halloween story about a group of school children, a secret knock, and a crazed murderer on the loose. Well, welcome to the land welcome to the door that leads to see dead bodies. But anyway, so before that, I want to say that so you guys know about the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I kind of I kind of want to see the movie, but I don't think my parents will. But I don't think my parents will let me just see the movie, since that it's a horror movie and it might be rated R. But are you guys in? But are you guys going to watch the movie? If so, leave me in the comments if you guys are going to see the movie. But anyways, so yeah, here we are with Tap Tap Tap. So yeah, so this is Tap Tap Tap. Enjoy. The curtains rise up on the theater of the abyss. I will tell you a story about something terrible that happened on Halloween. This story is true, so they say, and it made my hair stand on end just to hear it. It all happened many years ago in my town, which at that time was just a little town between the mountains of Catalonia, Spain. The town was little more than a small square with a church, a park, a prison, and a school with all the houses clustered around. The town was very proud of their school since it had been voted the best school in the province. It was the morning of October 31st, Halloween, and a class of students were doing arts and crafts in their classroom. Some were cutting skeletons out of sheets of paper, some were painting vampire bats, and others were drawing pumpkins. The students were all aged between 8 and 9 years old. Their teacher was a beautiful young woman who had only been working at the school for 1 month. While the children were having fun preparing the Halloween decorations, the teacher turned the radio to listen to the weather forecast. She was planning to organize an outdoor Halloween party for the kids later that day and wanted to be sure that it wouldn't rain. Suddenly, the weather forecast was interrupted by a news bulletin. This is an important announcement. A convicted murderer has escaped from the local prison and is on the loose. He is described as armed and very dangerous. Please do not attempt to apprehend him. The police will. The teacher rushed across the room and switched off the radio. She didn't want to alarm the children, but it was too late. The children had all heard the broadcast and were very frightened by the news. They knew that the prison was very near the school. Teacher tried to reassure them and told them not to worry. A few minutes later, the school principal made an announcement over the intercom. Attention all teachers, we have been informed that police are dealing with a very serious situation that is occurring right now in the town. All teachers are advised to lock the doors and windows of their classrooms until the police get this situation under control. I repeat, lock all doors and windows until further instruction. That is all. The teacher told the class to stay calm. She took out her key and locked the class door. Then we went around and closed every window, making sure that they were secure and nobody could get in. One little girl raised her hand and asked if she could go to the bathroom. The teacher didn't want to let her go, but the girl insisted. The teacher finally relented and gave her permission to go to the toilet. After all, it was unlikely that the murderer would come to the school. She told the girl that when she came back, she would have to give a secret knock at the classroom door. Then we would know that it was her and they could let her back in. The code was 3 taps and 2 scratches. Tap, 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 scratch, scratch. The the girl left to go to the bathroom, and the teacher locked the door behind her to take the children's minds off the scare situation. She started telling stories. After 20 minutes had passed and the girl had still had not returned, the teacher began to get worried. What's taking her so long? She wondered out loud. Suddenly they could hear footsteps in the corridor. Everybody in the classroom froze. Then they heard a noise at the door. Tap, tap, tap. Scratch, scratch. She's back, sighed the teacher in belief. She walked over, took out her key. What if it's not her? Asked one little boy who was shivering with fright. The teacher hesitated, her keys inches from the lock. Again they heard a noise from the door. Tap, tap, tap. Scratch, scratch. It must be her, said the teacher. She put the key into the door and unlocked it. Suddenly the classroom door burst open, and a tall man was standing there. In his right hand he was holding a knife, and his left hand he was holding the little girl's severed head. The, the escaped murderer came into the classroom, smiling from ear to ear. The children were trapped inside. All that could be heard in the corridors of the school were screams of terror and squeals of pain. In the chaos, in the chaos, the teacher managed to break a window and jump out. She barely escaped with her life to crawl to safety. The children, however, were not so lucky. When the te wait wait what kind of a teacher would just escape from a murderer, leaving their children, while letting the murderer to kill all those children? What kind of a teacher is that? So irresponsible. Maybe she should get fired for the rest of her life and never get a job until she learned what she had done. When the police arrived, they found the murderer sitting in the middle of the classroom. The floors, walls, and ceiling were covered in blood. Little body parts lay scattered around him. He had chopped every child in the class into tiny pieces. What a what a stupid little teacher. What a bastard. Sorry for that. Sorry for what I said, that word. But anyways, they found the headless body of a little girl in the third stall of the bathroom. The police figured out what had probably happened that cold October day. That the escaped prisoner must have been hiding in the toilet when the girl was asking for permission to go to the bathroom. He must have surprised her in the stall and forced her to tell him the password. When she did, he cut off her head. Today, the teacher is in a psychiatric hospital. She never recovered from the incident and can't stop repeating over and over again. Tap, 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 scratch, scratch, tap, 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 scratch, scratch. The school was abandoned because parents refused to send their children there. There were too many bad memories. The school was left just the way it was when the murders occurred. They say that if you visit the old school building and go into the classroom, you can still see the blood still dripping from the walls. If you are brave enough, you could even go to the bathroom, just tap 3 times, and scratch 2 times on the door of the third stall. Tap, 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 scratch, scratch. Then open it. You will see the headless body of the little girl sitting on the toilet. Whoa. Alright guys, so that was tap, tap, tap. What kind of a teacher would just leave their children and escape? What kind of a teacher would escape from the murderer, leaving their children to get murdered by the murderer? And imagine if that happened. It would be a legend. Imagine to this day that school is still abandoned in Spain. Yeah, yeah, if the school is still abandoned to this day, and the legend is still ought to be true. If you go to the bathroom, you tap 3 times and scratch 2 times on the door of the third stall, and once and go to the never mind. And if you open it, that you'll see the headless body of the little girl. Imagine that if that legend is true, and it ought to be true. Yeah, that it ought to be happen on every Halloween. Yeah, like it ought to be happen only on every Halloween. But anyways, so that was tap, tap, tap. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next Halloween story. The curtains closes up on the Theater of the Abyss.